Greetings from my front porch. I've got a funny cam video for us here. I have made clicky and tactile cam using nothing but regular cam and some KPT leaves that you have to cut to make them fit. Anyway, we have linear in this column, tactile in this column, and clicky, and a car driving by. We have 2 leaves in this row and 1 leaf in this row. Well, I guess the linear doesn't have any leaves, so that's the linear. For the tactile, for the clicky, alright, and comparing to the double leaf versions, we have and these are achieved with the same leaves, same housings. The only difference is that effectively we're pulling a zeal. The zeal clickies, you can make them tactile or clicky depending on how you put the click leaf in there. With cam switches, they are designed, the bottom housings anyway, are designed to accommodate 2 different contact assemblies. And on the bottom, there is a small peg? We'll go with peg. There is a small peg that holds the bottom of the contact assembly up against the side of the housing. And if you put the bottom of the leaf behind that, you get a tactile. If you put it in front, you get a clicky. As far as I can tell, the way this works is the tactiles and clickies both are pulled forward slightly by as the slider pushes against the teeth on the click leaves. For the tactiles, because they are behind this notch, they don't have any room to actually move, so no click is produced. The clickies, however, with the bottom moved in front of the notch, have room to pull forward and away from the side of the housing, thus producing a click. It's my understanding with Zeal clickies, which I don't have. I do have a single box navy. Just for fun. I don't... He's a bit sad. He just kind of hangs out in here. So, for Zeal clickies, from what I understand, in the forward position, they become tactile. And that's a truck driving by this time. They become tactile, and in the rear position, they become clicky, and this has to do with the top housing and how that affects movement for the click leaf. But these don't have anything in the top housing affecting the movement, so they don't have any issues in that regard. The double leaf, as always, completely a meme. Don't do that. It's horrible. It's way too tactile, to the point where it doesn't feel like a keyboard switch anymore. This feels like a button you would slam to start some sort of machine. Not something you would want to type on. This is immediately blow your knuckles in half, RSI-inducing nonsense. However, the single click and the single tactile are both relatively pleasant. The click especially is really nice. If you've tried KPT, it's similar to that. I mean, it's a KPT leaf. And if you haven't tried KPT, have you tried White Alps? Because KPT is like, what if White Alps was a little wore out, but like that's the best they get. They're like, even new, they feel like wore out White Alps. In CAM, though, the slider and the housing are much more... They're higher quality, let's be honest there. And so you don't get as much of that feeling. So That's actually a very nice click. The downside, though, is you have to, harvest from a KPT board, which I suppose the consolation there is linearized KPT is really nice. But the big downside is you have to cut a little bit off of the leaf on each side, and that's not reversible. If you fuck this up, you're just kind of done, right? You can't re-click your KPT. You can't uncut the leaves. It's just kind of permanent. But listen to that. That's really nice. Even in this, there's no PCB. There's cardboard spacers, except that one fell out. It's not screwed together very tight. Not a very representative board, right? But that's really nice. That's really nice, but terrible for your fingers. Anyway, that's all I really got. I do want to make a full clicky cam board now. I think I probably will, assuming I can find a easy way to cut the little click leaves, because I have a bunch of KPT parts. This is all garbage. It's probably not actually worth doing, but I already have the garbage anyway, so it's basically free. Anyway, go fuck yourself, bye.